All right, we thought we'd make a quick video to kind of answer a question. Some websites will post stocks, um, that average 300,000 shares a day, and then claim that they made a great call and this and that. Well, I thought I would address in this video, uh, I guess what you'd call liquidity of a stock, or how thick or thin it trades, that sort of thing. Average volume on a stock, if you will. RINO. Somebody noticed this today in pre-market in our chat room, gapping up, and I said yes, I agree. The gap up and the chart looks very strong. Okay, I said, excuse me. However, just a couple weeks ago, this thing was trading some of these days 164,000 this day, 333,000, 271,000. So even though the last couple weeks it's gained in volume, to me this said that this stock is very thin and going to be untradeable in a chat room with 200 people, or at the very least very dangerous to trade. You know what? And I just thought this is totally worth a video because it actually proved my point completely. Let me even use just 3-minute candles today, and I'm going to zoom in here to show you what it looked like early this morning. Now remember, the daily chart looked really good. Okay, had an early high. I'm just going to have to use the magnifying glass as my pointer, of 2250. Again, these are 3-minute candles, and this is what the chart looked like early today. And you would look at this and say, hey, if this was any normal stock, if this thing can get through 2250, the daily chart looks great. You got a nice tight base here, okay? And if we can break 2250, you could put your stop right below this tight base here, maybe maybe even below these last couple candles here at 22.30. Maybe risk 20 cents. I bet if this thing breaks 22.50, it's off to the races because the daily chart looks so good and it's so near continuation of this recent breakout. Okay, and the reason you're getting ready to see the reason for this video. There's one click. Remember, these are 3-minute candles. Before you know it, in a 3-minute period, it broke and it went to 22.83. A quick 33 cents, right? Again, there's no way I was going to trade this, and I was telling everybody it was too thin, but this is a great example of why. Let me click one more 3-minute candle, and look at that. So maybe you got filled right here. You would have never got filled probably at 22.51. If you just put a market order, which we always tell people never do, you might have got filled at 22.70 on that quick 3-minute pop. And then look at 3 minutes later, you're sitting there with that dumb look on your face, that deer in the headlight look, because it went from your entry of 2260 something to 2181. And that is the nature of these thinner stocks. And if it's not going to be tradable, and look at that, a couple more, the very next candle. So now 6 minutes later, it's at 21.58, and you're down almost $1 a share. And you can see it ended up rebounding. But the point is, who's going to hold it? Most people, and here was the trigger and the sell-off, most people would have probably gotten filled and then bailed out when you saw you lost a quick dollar. On 1,000 shares, that you could lose $1,000 only to watch this thing end up fulfilling what would have been your dreams as it breaks the high of the day here and then continues higher here. So just to me, RINO gave a great lesson in real time today for our chat room as to why I won't mess with these thinner volume stocks. Just a perfect lesson there. So even though RINO looked like a great idea, you always have to consider the liquidity of a stock, how many shares it averages each day, before you consider taking an entry, because these thinner ones can really wreak havoc on your account balance. So I thought that was pretty important to show you. We will try to send out some charts later this week to look at. Have a great night.